Greetings and bienvenue. This is your host Sailor Muni, and we are back with more Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. Last time we talked about the arc, but the 5Ds series, and today we continue on with the facility. After his capture by Sector Security at the Kaiba Dome, Yusei was sent to court for sentencing. Yusei was marked with a tracking die on his left cheek and put on a bus bound for a prison known as the Facility. Yusei was placed into a cell with another inmate named Tenzin Yanagi, and the two immediately became friends. Ah, great to be back! You're so much nicer than my last roommate. What's a guy like you doing here? Me? It's because I collect cards. Everyone does that. But mine are illegal magical relics from ancient civilizations. That sounds pretty cool. Wish I could see some. Ta-da! I've been stuck in here so many times that I've learned how to sneak my entire deck past the guards. And it's a good thing I did. Why? We're not allowed to duel in this prison. You gotta learn, Sonny. Dueling is the only way to stay safe. And you'll soon learn that soon enough. But as long as we got these cards, we're set. In the facility, it was illegal to carry decks and duel. However, it didn't stop the prisoners from sneaking their decks in and dueling for respect. Yusei and Tenzin were quickly confronted by an ex-dueling champion named Bolt Tanner. Much to the amusement of the other inmates, Yusei borrowed Tenzin's treasure deck in order to accept Tanner's challenge. Say hello to my duel stadium, newbie. Now, let me tell you how things are gonna work here. First day in, everyone duels. You duel good, you get respect. But don't get no ideas, 'cause I'm the best. Prove it, Tanner. Duel you against that worthless treasure deck? Oh, please, I want a challenge. And you'll get one. You said we duel here for respect, and I think it's time you learn what that really means. Oh boy. We're going to have to use Tenzan Inagi's deck, which in the show is a Crystal Skull deck. In this game, since those aren't actual cards, they just give us Chronomaly cards, which are pretty much the same thing, stuff based on ancient civilizations. What we got? Ooh, this is a good hand, actually. First up, Mask of the Accursed. Equip it to that gene-warped Warwolf, and we'll play 2 Nightmare Wheels face down. Next up, we will special summon Chronomaly Crystal Bones. Activate the effect of Chronomaly Crystal Bones. Summon this in attack mode. Now we will sacrifice both of our monsters to summon Emis the Infinity. And we will destroy his Gene Warped Warwolf. Deal 500 points of damage, and our monster gets 700 extra attack points since it defeated a monster in battle. This is a pretty decent deck that they gave us. I'm glad we're getting to play with it. Because Chronomalies are actually pretty fun to use. Let's see. Control Chronomaly monster. You can discard this card out of one Chronomaly. And our thing is now 3,900 attack points. Yeah, in the show, that yellow thing around you under Yusei's eye, that's the tracking die that he got at the prison. So, I don't know why they showed it in the character model before this. Well, I mean, in the, not the character model, in the, sprite for Yusei. For Nightmare Wheels, and we can't use a single one of them. I haven't been able to do anything. Wait. Summon Chronomaly Crystal Skull. Special summon this. Next, MSC Infinity will destroy this. And we will attack with our Crystal Skull, doing 900 points of damage. Yeah, he's afraid of our MSC Infinity, because that has so many attack points now. Just summon this, I guess. Move this to attack mode. Have it destroy this. And we'll attack directly with this. And this. Next turn we've won unless he manages to bring something out. Overall, this was a fun deck to use. And in the Japan, one of the things 4Kids changed in the dub is that he makes some remark when they're putting the tracking die on him where he says, "Is this supposed to tickle?" In the Japanese version, he's screaming in pain as they brand him with the yellow dye. And we'll attack him for game. Yeah, that was easy. I used to be a pro, but I've never dueled anyone quite like you. You're good. Got a name, newbie? It's Yusei. My time in the spotlight is long gone, but I want to do everything I can to get you to the world of the pros. What do you say? You interested? Very. Ooh, we got an enraged Battle Ox. Nice. Ushioni. We got Ushioni. That was it. I thought it was Giant Ushioni was his signature card. Oh well, whatever. The Lockdown Duel. Soon after his duel with Bolt Tanner, Yusei had an unfortunate run-in with the chief of the facility, Mr. Armstrong. "I found smuggled magazines in Tanner's cell. You all know that's against the rules, but I know he couldn't have gotten them alone. His accomplice has 1 hour to step forward. After that, everyone here is gonna pay the price. Don't like it? Then you ought to figure out who helped him. If I were you, maggots, I'd start to question his friends. There's no need for everyone to suffer. Tanner's friends just need to fess up, and if he doesn't, I got no problem putting all of you in permanent lockdown. Get real. You got something you want to say, newbie? There are no magazines. We both know that. No magazines, huh? So I'm just punishing Tanner because I feel like it? I don't know why you're doing this, but I know that Tanner wouldn't do anything wrong. You're abusing your authority, Armstrong. I can't just stand here and let you accuse me of being unfair in front of everyone. To prove I'm a reasonable man, I'll let you duel me out here where your fellow inmates can watch. And if you win, I'll pardon Tanner's offense. But if I happen to win the duel, then no one but me gets put in lockdown. You got a deal. What are you thinking? You can't duel him, you don't have a deck. And if you're hoping to use mine, the chief took my cards from me earlier. He took mine too, my beloved treasures! Luckily, with the help of the other inmates in the facility, Yusei had a little surprise for Mr. Armstrong. Let's skip ahead to later that night. Well, here it is. The little punk with the big mouth. And I thought you might back down. After all, you're not allowed to have a deck in the facility, and you need a deck to duel. Since you're showing up empty-handed, I win by forfeit. Now get him out of my sight. I have a deck right here. What the? Where'd you find those cards? You don't get it. You think we're a bunch of punks who'll gladly turn on each other. That's not how it is. They lent me their cards so that I can take you down. Alright then, even though you're breaking the rules, I'm willing to uphold my end of the deal. Guards, prepare the duel discs. This is going to be a terrible duel. We basically have random stuff. Oh boy. Well, Armstrong here has a deck actually built around something. I hate they had to include this duel. This is one of my least favorite duels in the series because it's so... Backup soldiers. And this. I actually have reverse trap. What's this? I can't remember. Okay, we'll summon Mataza the Zapper. And set 2 cards face down on the field. Mataza destroys monster. No, it has too many defense points. No! I end my turn. He didn't attack, so we lose a card. Oh, I was Grave Robber. That's a good card. What's this? We get 500 life points and he loses 500. That'll work. Now I'll summon Uronzo. Destroy his monster. Mutaza the Zapper. Attack his life points directly. Activate the effect of a card. No, thank you. And Mataza's effect. He can attack a second time every turn. So we can deal another 1,300 damage to Armstrong. Come on, I know we have an Axe of Despair in this deck because that was one of the cards he used in the duel. So we should have that in this deck somewhere. Yes! Toss the Zapper, attack him directly. I can't believe we're actually winning with this terrible deck of random cards. It's not a completely random one, it's completely preset of what you're getting. But it's essentially a random assortment of cards that basically have no synergy. Chaos Rider Gustav, summon him. Needleworm, we send 5 cards from our deck to the grave. But we've won, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, in the show, they were both being electrocuted when they lost. Well, actually, no. They were both strapped to these things that would electrocute them when they lost life points. So, but Mr. Armstrong's was not activated, but partway through the duel, it got activated, so he started finally getting electroshocks when he lost life points. He won! He won! Never a doubt. Put him in lockdown. But what about our deal? We don't have any deal. Take him away. I don't think so, Mr. Armstrong. I saw the entire duel, and I'm afraid the only person going away is you. Godwin, I mean, sir! I don't see how the facility can be run efficiently if no trust exists between the guards and the inmates. Pack your things, Armstrong. You're fired. Ooh, we got Leo and Luna booster packs. I think their names were Rio and Ruka. As if I care about these two characters anyway. Got Iron Chain Dragon. Ooh, a Needleworm. That's not too bad. Anyway, we're going to end the episode here and hope... Actually, we'll go ahead and do this next one. We have time. The Take Back. Shortly after defeating Armstrong, Yusei was released from the facility under Rex Godwin's orders. But before he left, Bold had one last gift for him. This card is gonna help you get your Duel Runner back. Yeah, there's Giant Ushioni. I heard the guards talking about your sweet rod and how it's locked up in the impound center. Take this card to a store named Bootleg, order some milk, and ask for Blister. He'll help you out. Meanwhile, back at Sector Security... Are you sure about this? If you let him go, we may never see him again. It's obvious to me that Yusei's Mark of the Dragon won't reappear while he's trapped inside the walls of the facility. It's time for a change of scenery. Besides, I never said we were letting him go. You're going to track him? Oh, you're so sneaky. With Yusei free to roam Neo-Domino City, I have selected an elite task force to keep him under surveillance and watch for any signs of the reappearance of his mark. And if his mark shows up again, that proves he is one of the signers that I have been searching for. With the help of Blister, Yusei was able to sneak into Sector Security Impound Center in order to recover his Duel Runner. Unfortunately, Trudge was already waiting to spring a trap. I just hope this ID and passcode work. Nice. Reunited at last with my Duel Runner. Ha ha ha! I'm starting to think you like me, you say. Why else would you constantly go out of your way to make sure we keep meeting up like this? Although I gotta say, this is probably your craziest stunt yet. What on earth were you thinking? I just want my Duel Runner back, Trudge. Actually, that runner is now property of Sector Security. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Give yourself up right now, and I'll forget the fact that you broke into the vault when I'm filling out the report. No chance. Then you're leaving me no choice. If you won't surrender, I'll make you surrender. With a duel. This shouldn't be too hard. Trudge is not that good a duelist. Unless he's going second. Uh-oh. Okay, this might actually be a difficult duel. Okay, we actually have a good combo here. First up, tuning. Give me Junk Synchron. We milled Ghost Garden, a 4-star monster, so okay. Anyway, we'll set this Quillbolt Hedgehog. We will set Scrap Iron Scarecrow and end our turn. Okay, Trudge, what you got? I take 200 damage since he destroyed a level 2 monster. Yeah, I know. What I want to do is summon Junk Synchron. Use his effect. Get Quillbolt. Summon Junk Warrior with these two. Put him in attack mode. Equip Fighting Spirit. And that now will attack his monster for 1,000 damage to his life points. Gyro Guardian. Set this in defense mode and end our turn. Jeez, he's getting another monster out. No. Can't be destroyed by anything with more than 1,900 attack points. So we're safe for a little bit. Set this. End our turn. We need we need to get another Junk Warrior out. And here's what we'll do. We'll use Junk Synchron. Use his effect. Get Tuning Wear back. Use the effect of Quillbolt Hedgehog. Bring him in defense mode. Create Junk Warrior. You, and you. And since we have a level 2 or lower monster, Junk Warrior gets its attack points, and Tuning Wear gets us a draw. And now we'll use... That is one of the best draws it could have given us. Turret Warrior. There we are. Now we have 3,500 points. There we go. That was a good turn. I'm glad I got that on recording. Activate the effect of Scrap Iron Scarecrow. You can negate the attack once a turn. No, I don't want to chain another card. And your monster goes back to the graveyard. Next, I'll summon Speed Warrior in attack mode. Use his effect, double his attack points for the turn. Get rid of this. Turret Warrior, get rid of this. I can't believe it. The Tuning Wear draw we got was Turret Warrior. Turret Warrior, as I think we saw I think I showed this last episode, but if you sacrifice a warrior type monster using Turret Warrior, for Turret Warrior, you can just bring out any monster. You can just add all of its attack points to Turret Warrior. Activate the effect of Junk. Give me Tuning Wear. Give me this. And Quillbolt. Get another Junk Warrior onto the field. Now we will attack with you. Ooh, we're gonna take some damage for that. Get rid of this thing and end our turn. Yeah, this was a really cool duel in the show. It was one of the turbo duels, you know, the ones where they were playing on motorcycles. You know the meme card games on motorcycles? It's basically because of this show. Activate the effective healing wave generator. Give me 500 life points because of my turret warrior. And attack directly, turret warrior. Pinpoint guard. Emergency provisions. He got an extra 1,000 life points. Wait, I didn't mean to pick no for that, darn it. Oh well, it doesn't matter, I couldn't destroy it anyway. Hey, another turret warrior. Let's get rid of our... Actually, we'll get rid of Speed Warrior. This isn't going to be as strong as it would have been with Junk Warrior, but we now have 3 strong monsters to attack him with. And I think we just won. Go ahead and just attack it for the sake of attacking it. Okay, what do you got now? Another Scrap Iron Scarecrow for us, that's good. Attack you. No, I don't want to see the details. I want to attack you. And attack you directly. Hey, another turret warrior. Let's go ahead and bring that out by getting rid of this. Another 3,500 point beat stick. Get rid of his monster. Attack directly with our other turret warriors. And we win the game. Yusei was able to successfully escape Trudge and the other sector security forces, but not without a cost. During the escape, Yusei crashed his duel runner in an alley, leaving him unconscious. Luckily, he was rescued from arrest by the twins Leo and Luna. Alright, we got 3 duels done in this episode. We are making good progress with the 5D's story. Anyway, this has been Sailor Muni with Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, signing out.